Cry of Pugad Lawin, August 23, 1896. It marked the start of the Philippine Revolution in 1896, which eventually led to independence of the country in 1898. The term cry referred to the first clash between the Katipuneros and the civil guards or Guardia Civil. It could also refer to the tearing off of community tax certificate or cedula. The inscription of Viva la Independencia Filipina could also be referred as term for the cry. Pio Valenzuela was born in Polo, Bulacan, now the city of Valenzuela. Pio was the third eldest sibling and he came from a wealthy family. In his early life, after he was tortured at home, he was brought to Manila to study at Colegio de San Juan de Letran. In 1888, he enrolled at the University of Santo Tomas and finished his licenciado en medicina in 1895. He practiced his profession in Manila and Bulacan. The controversial cry of Pugad Lawin, which has been confirmed by no other eyewitness of the event than Dr. Pio Valenzuela, is the second and later version of the first rally of the Katipunan by Dr. Valenzuela himself. The first version, which he gave, told of the cry of Balintawak as the first staging point of the Philippine Revolution. Valenzuela returned to Manila on September 3, 1896 and surrendered to Blanco. He was imprisoned to Fort Santiago where upon investigation, he told Francisco Olive, the Spanish investigator, that the cry was staged at Balintawak on Wednesday, August 26, 1896. However, much later, Dr. Valenzuela, with a fading memory and without consulting the written documents of the Philippine Revolution, wrote his memoirs of the revolution. In his memoirs, he claims that the cry was held at the Pugad Lawin, August 23, 1896. The first place of refuge of Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Jacinto, Procopio Bonifacio, Teodoro Plata, Agueda del Rosario, and myself was Balintawak. The first five arriving there on August 19 and I on August 20, 1896. The first place where some 500 members of the Katipunan met on August 22, 1896 was the house and yard of Apolonio Samson at Kangkong. Views were only exchanged, and no resolution was debated or adopted. It was at Pugad Lawin, in the house, storehouse, and yard of Juan Ramos, son of Melchor Aquino, where over 1,000 members of the Katipunan met and carried out considerable debate and discussion on August 23, 1896. The discussion was on whether or not the revolution against the Spanish government should be started on August 29, 1896. Only one man protested and fought against the war, and that was Teodoro Plata, Bonifacio's brother-in-law. After the meeting, many of those present tore their cedula certificate and shouted, "Long live the Philippines." Pio Valenzuela died on April 6, 1956. He was an eyewitness during the incident. His first version, he said that the prime staging point of the cry was in Balintawak, Caloocan on Wednesday of August 26, 1896. He wrote his memoirs of the revolution without consulting the written documents of the Philippine Revolution and claimed that the cry took place at Pugad Lawin on August 23, 1896. Alas 11 ng gabi nang kami magpunta sa Baryo Kangkong. Buo na ang loob namin. Pinunit ni Supremo ang kanyang sedula at kami ay mabilis na sumunod. Tuloy na ang himagsikan. Lulusubin na namin ang Maynila mula sa dalawang hanay. Isa-isang tumumba ang mga anak ng bayan, ngunit kailangan lumaban.